We survived, it's 2021. What's up guys, it's Drac, and it's like NERF waited to finish up just an incredibly atrocious calendar year to start doing some cool stuff again, and it's great. I'm stoked. There's one thing about the Dino Squad line that's like a little like on the nose, but overall, I'm really excited for this one. And it's the first, like, it feels like a new year, right? I'm excited to look at and review a NERF blaster. And the reason for that is that, you know, the mothership, Hasbro, whatever you want to call them, has made it very, very clear that they're not going to compete on quality or performance. They can't compete on price because I guess their shareholders just won't let them release things at a fair price. But they are still willing to be creative. Whatever designers and engineers are still left at the company, chained to their desks, finally snuck something cool in. And there's a lot of opportunity for crossover here. I know that Hasbro also has the Jurassic World, the Jurassic Park license, in terms of like doing some collaboration there. They've done some figures, but they've decided to do NERF Dinosquad Stego-Smash. Check out the art on the box. It looks so good. Like, they clearly took some time. It's a well-designed packaging. It's a well-designed blaster, and it's fun. And again, like, I mean, that's really, on one hand, it's the box that they've left themselves in. Like, if you can't make good blasters, you can at least make fun blasters. But I'm excited about these. I love dinosaurs. Comment down below, let me know what your favorite dinosaur is. Nobody even asks anymore. Nobody asks. It's like they don't even care. So anyway, we're kicking it off with the latest and the cheapest of the line. So there's gonna be 4 Dino Squad blasters. I hope to review all of them. They're all available on Walmart.com realistically, but they keep selling in and out. So I've got a couple more on the way, but we're starting off with the Stego-Smash. The Stego-Smash is effectively the Night Finder, the Fire Strike, the etc., which is to say, it looks to be a single shot pistol that holds extra darts, but has no like additional ability to fire quickly. If we take a look at the packaging, I just want to briefly go over the info. This is real graphic design. Like, we've got the, you know, reptile flesh on the background. We've got the NERF logo. Dino dart blasting. They're just regular elite darts, boys. They're not going to be great darts. I love the logo work down here. And then we've got the biggest tease of 2021 so far. 5X includes darts, but because of how they did the design on this, these look like half-lengths, which I have to believe is on purpose. It's like, by virtue of not showing the darts in the package and then displaying them as short half-length darts on the package, I can only assume that this was willfully done to be a little bit deceitful, but not so much that it's a violation, so that it appears that they're doing the cool thing that other competitors are doing on shelves, especially given that this is a Walmart blaster. It's just, once you start thinking about the macro environment that the blaster space happens in, you start noticing sneaky stuff like that. And then bringing it onto the back, we've got 4 dart storage, 1, 2, 3, 4 in the bottom there. You can see the handguard. The priming handle is like a Stegosaurus tail, which is really cool. And then the overall kind of aesthetic of the blaster, as well as a sneak peek down here at the Tricerablast and the Rex Rampage, which we'll be reviewing very, very soon. So anyway, let's get it out of the package. Hey, all right. So this is the Stego-Smash out of the package, and it looks pretty good. I actually don't mind the handguard. My hands are relatively large. While the handle is on the smaller side, it is a $10 pistol, right? So I'm not expecting the world from it. The trigger guard is where I really lose a lot of faith. And then the fact that if you look, as I move my hand around this, it kind of clips and engages with my thumb. As long as I'm really choked up on it, it seems to be okay. But my number one gripe is that, is the gripe, so to speak. The grip is relatively small for the target audience, which is, I mean, this is not designed for like competitive performance nerfers. And I'm willing to step out of that shell that I live in and appreciate it for what it is, which is, it's a $10 dino-themed NERF blaster that kids are really gonna love. And, you know, I love it too. I think that it's great. So we've got aesthetic where they've stripped a bunch of the paint off. They did leave a little bit of paint over here with the NERF logo and the Dino Squad logo, as well as Stego-Smash underneath. I think that this should have been like a sticker and some sort of neon, maybe even orange to like really make it pop down there. But overall, pretty clean design. This pseudo selector switch thing, or safety on the side, is a little bit confusing. I don't know what they were going for there, especially when the eyelet for the Stegosaurus is up here, up top. And then just the molding here for that is so good. Like, this is good design. And I didn't think Hasbro had good designers left after Alpha Strike and Ultra. So like, this is actually very compelling, very good ID. And I really, really enjoy how you know what this is without knowing what it is, right? It's clearly a Nerf blaster and a Stegosaurus, and it's awesome. The prime is relatively comfortable. We've got a plastic priming rod going through, a plunger that's long and probably has a taper on it. As far as firing the blaster goes, I'm not entirely sure what kind of performance it's going to get, but we'll definitely take it outside and put it over the chronograph. Reloading from this lower rack is very comfortable. If you're an old school Nerfer, this is going to feel a lot like operating a Night Finder. Not quite as cool as the lock and load, but very comfy, very cool. One downside is spinning it this way. Hurts really bad because this trigger is poorly designed in here and also just very small. That said, it's okay up at the tippy top, which means that as long as you're willing to go forward, you can do it that way. It does not pass the spin test. One thing that's interesting is if you drop it, you would think that these would be fragile, but no, they're rubber, which is pretty cool. So you don't see Hasbro splurging on multi-material on blasters this cheap anymore. So this is a really nice surprise that these guys fold over. They're rubber, they bend, they bounce back. They're relatively soft. They're not so soft that you would want to be like using them as a melee weapon or whatever. Although I guarantee you this will be used in some basement battles in that form and fashion. However, the molding of the Stegosaurus skull onto the top, the contrasting color here, the kind of gunmetal-y gray, offsetting it and really encapsulating the internals. These are, as much as I want to say that they're not, they're largely exposed. This is effectively a shroud on the plunger tube. It's a great use of like small amounts of plastic as a cost-saving measure while still looking quality. The little battle damage all over here is like a nice touch. I wish that this wasn't an entire panel of warnings, but I understand for legalese that they have to do that. Overall, this is the best blaster that Hasbro made in 2020. It just, that's probably the Halo blaster. But this one's a dinosaur, and I think that it's cool. So I would say that I should remove my dino-loving bias. That said, dinosaurs are really cool. Everybody thinks dinosaurs are really cool, and I think that this is going to be a hit because of that. I like that they're going in a direction where it's novel. It's not a branded thing. They're not leaning heavily into this Fortnite garbage or, you know, making Halo blasters to keep the brand afloat. This is original design work, and it uses a concept that's unique. And I'm thrilled that they didn't start with Jurassic Park. It's just a Stegosaurus Nerf blaster. Let's take it outside and put it over the chronograph.
Rage on that beat, going crazy.
All right, guys, so we're outside. We brought our dinosaur. He's more comfortable out here in the jungle. The, rainforest. The deciduous rainforest. Anyway, let's take it. It stinks. This side just doesn't look as good. I wish I could fire it this way, but anyhow. All right, so let's put a few over the chronograph and see what kind of numbers we get. 67, that's not bad for a blaster like this. 66, so just shy of elite performance. 73, that's above. Let's go ahead and put an elite dart downrange. Maybe if we're lucky, it won't whistle off to the left, right, or downwards. Well, it went straight down. So effective ranges of about 35 feet with a test of 1 of 1, but that's not how science works. So let's take strictly superior darts. We've got some Dart Zone Adventure Force darts. These are the waffle tips. They're pretty good. And we'll put them over. Duplicate 73, so top end performance. 70 and 67, so slightly higher. I'll get 2 more data points here. This is really just kind of establishing that this is a single shot Springer pistol, and realistically it trends to you should be using better darts. So it's a 70 and a 73. I really like the Stego-Smash, and you know what else I really like? I really like it when you Stego-Smash that like button. That means a lot to me. While you're at it, Stego-Smash the bell and the subscribe button so that you stay tuned for more dino madness. And if you happen to be in a part of the world, like most of the world right now, where it's pretty chilly, we've got these sweet lightweight hoodies over at foamproshop.com. They come with the Drac logo. We can put any of our designs on them. We're slowly populating them onto the site. They're affordably priced. They're super comfy. They've got contrasting colors in them. The red and black is what we're going to be selling most of them as, but we make them in-house and they're really sweet, so they're worth checking out. Also, the modeling shots are quite handsome, so I'll see you guys over on the website. and I'll see you next time with another review video. This one gets a thumbs up for 10 bucks. It's a lot of dino fun and definitely appropriate for younger foam flingers or people who just remember how to be younger foam flingers alike. Dino blasters, sweet!